Lamech is an intriguing character whose life bridges the gap between the antediluvian world and the generations leading up to the Great Flood. Here's a detailed and engaging story about Lamech, drawing from biblical sources and adding rich detail for a more immersive experience. Lamech was born into a world that was rapidly changing. He was a descendant of the righteous line of Seth, the third son of Adam and Eve, who was born after the tragic murder of Abel. Lamech's father, Methuselah, was renowned for his extraordinary lifespan, living 969 years. Methuselah's wisdom and stories of old were an integral part of Lamech's upbringing. Growing up, Lamech was surrounded by the teachings and traditions of his ancestors. The tales of creation, the beauty of Eden, and the sorrowful fall of humanity were etched deeply into his consciousness. He knew well the significance of his lineage and the faith that had been passed down through the generations. Lamech himself lived a remarkable 777 years, a lifespan that symbolized completeness and divine perfection. As a young man, Lamech was known for his strength and leadership. He married a woman named Ada, who bore him 2 sons, Jabal and Jubal. Jabal became the father of those who live in tents and raise livestock, marking the beginning of nomadic herding. Jubal, on the other hand, became the father of all who play stringed instruments and pipes, heralding the dawn of music and culture. Lamech also married Zillah, who bore him a son named Tubal-Cain, who became known for his skills in forging tools out of bronze and iron, and a daughter named Naamah. Through his children, Lamech's influence extended into various aspects of early human civilization, from agriculture and animal husbandry to music and metallurgy. Despite the advancements and accomplishments of his family, Lamech's life was not without its challenges. Humanity had grown increasingly wicked and corrupt. Violence and immorality were rampant, and the world seemed to be spiraling into chaos. Lamech, however, remained committed to the teachings of his forefathers, striving to live a life of righteousness amid the growing darkness. One day, Lamech's faith was tested in a profound way. He experienced a violent encounter that led him to make a bold declaration to his wives. In a moment of frustration and anger, he said, "Ada and Zillah, listen to me. Wives of Lamech, hear my words. I have killed a man for wounding me, a young man for injuring me. If Cain is avenged 7 times, then Lamech 77 times." This declaration, known as the Song of the Sword, reflected the turbulent times in which Lamech lived. It was a stark reminder of the escalating violence and the sense of retribution that permeated society. Yet, Lamech's story does not end in despair. In the midst of this turmoil, Lamech fathered a son whom he named Noah, which means rest or comfort. When Noah was born, Lamech prophesied, "He will comfort us in the labor and painful toil of our hands caused by the ground the Lord has cursed." This prophetic statement reflected Lamech's hope that Noah would bring relief and restoration to a world burdened by sin and the consequences of the fall. Lamech took great care in raising Noah, imparting to him the stories and teachings of their ancestors. He taught Noah about the ways of the Lord, the importance of righteousness, and the hope for redemption. Noah grew up to be a man of faith, finding favor in the eyes of the Lord. Lamech did not live to see the great flood that would cleanse the earth of its wickedness, but his faith and teachings were instrumental in preparing Noah for the monumental task that lay ahead. Noah, guided by divine instruction, built the ark that would ensure the survival of humanity and the animal kingdom. Lamech's legacy is one of resilience and faith. He lived in a world that was increasingly hostile to righteousness, yet he remained steadfast in his commitment to God. Through his children, particularly Noah, Lamech's influence continued to shape the course of human history. In the end, Lamech's life serves as a bridge between the early generations of humanity and the new beginning that would emerge after the flood. His story is a testament to the enduring power of faith and the hope for redemption that transcends even the darkest of times.